Hello and welcome to review number 17 of The Quest for Connery. Tonight's this review is involving the 1961 film The Frightened City.
I thought it was something new because people get bored of me just holding it up.
Yeah. I don't think this was the easiest film to... It's quite weird that this film is on DVD actually.
Yeah.
Because we're nearly at the end actually of watching all of Connery's films.
Some of them are proving hard to
and now
get.
they're getting quite hard to find, but this one was on DVD.
I mean, and I'm really not sure why. I mean, it's got, other than Connery,
yeah,
it's got someone called Herbert Lom and John Gregson, who I haven't personally heard. They haven't done much else. They might have been reasonably famous at the time,
yeah,
but to a modern audience on a DVD,
it's very forgettable film.
Yeah,
and not a great film at all. I mean, what did we give it?
2 out of 10.
2 out of 10. That is dire.
Yeah,
really.
Really. I mean, Connery is fine, but he's not doing anything. He's not being stretched. He's not being. This is the point where he's being handed around the studios. He was tied into a contract, and he's just sort of like a thug.
I think the film's trying to be gritty, but I don't know if it's just the way we view things now. It just fails. It's not thrilling. It's not engaging.
They're not.
I was so bored through this film that I was just like, please just end it.
Well, I thought a lack of focus the problem. You've got like one character who's a police officer cracking down, and you've got the guy who's uniting London's crime. It just jumps between that,
and then you've got Connery's character,
who's sort of in between.
Towards the end, turns out to be the main character.
Yeah, it turns out to be good. And it seems
all over the place.
Yeah, really. And I think if Connery was a more famous figure or was more at that point more experienced actor, they could have focused on him, and it would have been a much better film. There would have been like a through narrative. But as it is, it sort of meanders around different characters. You're not really sure where it's going. And at the end, it's just it. I mean, obviously, probably all films in the '60s were forced to do this, but it ends in just such a cliched, tied up way. You know.
How does it end? I've completely forgotten how it ends.
Connery just turns good, and the girlfriend he's been cheating on forgives him, and they end up together. They run off
and
together.
Doesn't he like?
The police are like, oh, it's fine about you killing those people because you helped us bring down the boss.
He snitches on them, doesn't he?
Yeah,
I think.
I
mean, we know we've just spoiled the ending, but to be honest, it's really not worth a watch.
No,
because it's very forgettable and very dull. I mean, this is a point in Connery's career. He still hasn't made it big yet. The studios are passing him around.
Yeah.
You know, and this is kind of like a film he's been lumped with, and obviously at this time he's not famous. He's just going to really do anything.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably for the paycheck, isn't it?
Yeah,
really. And being surrounded by actors who aren't doing anything to encourage him, encourage his acting skills, or don't really bother. I mean, it's 2 out of 10 because it's not. We weren't watching it thinking this is really really awful because they're all like standardly fine performances, but it is boring.
Yeah.
I mean, standard performances don't make a film interesting, and there's nothing in this film to elevate it more than 2 out of 10.
And it's very dated B movie.
Yeah.
Now.
It's
ironically, it was an early 1960s film, but it had the feel of a British 1950s film.
Yeah, before we properly started to catch up with the American people and start making good films. Do you know what I mean? It was very much in the sort of the shadow of the war, perhaps still.
So, yeah.
Yeah, don't go and see it.